Yes, yes, this is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. You done know, people. With my brother, Sean Myrie. You done know, man. We up in here. We
Yep,
be doing some news and, media and coverage on
all type of things.
things, you know what I mean? But the theme is like we're gonna be doing some stuff on comics and movies on comics and stuff
And
like
some
that.
hip hop too,
Yeah, we're
music.
gonna get into some of
So
that.
yo, I'm gonna talk about the award show what passed recently. Did you hear about it? The Grammys.
No, I haven't really tuned in.
Well, other than that, a lot of people won awards, but Jay Z was there and Beyonce was there. Beyonce won a whole bunch of shit. But recently they said they had a list of the top hip hop artists. Do you hear about these lists going around about the top hip hop artists of all time?
Uh, no, like I said, I haven't tuned
I
in.
know, but they put Jay Z's the top one of the top ones, right?
Well, that would be expected.
I heard a couple lists. Mine would be
What
Jay Z, Nas,
No, we
Tupac,
already know the list, but I want
KRS
to hear
One.
their list. I want to hear their list.
Yeah, we don't want to hear no lists.
What's their list? You brought it up. I didn't
I
bring.
heard a couple people they were saying Jay Z, I think Nas,
Who else?
Tupac, but
Yeah.
they're saying a whole bunch of names what like were like recent. You get what I mean? Like it wasn't like the legends. They didn't include Rakim. They didn't include Karis One. They didn't include Big Daddy Kane. They didn't include any of them. But someone was saying they should do it by generate like I guess generation or
Hmm.
decade. They should
Well,
just count the best of each decade. The best of each decade. That's what I think.
hmm.
Anyways, with all that politics, the latest Marvel movie what's gonna come out is Ant-Man. I've been hearing about this Ant-Man. Apparently, it's very important.
I'm going to that. I'm
February 17th.
I'm going. I will have my review.
So, right now? What do you know about it? Because you know more about like that
Ant
character.
Man. Okay, well, Ant Man. Bring the book up, Sean. There's actually there's two of them. There's the protege in the
Mm,
movie, the older guy. I forget hand print or something. I can't
probably
I don't know his
can't find it
name
now.
right
That book,
now.
but I know what you're talking about. The
But
Ant-Man.
anyway, he the original guy was working for the government or something like that. You know what I mean? But he
Yeah,
developed a way to shrink
yeah.
and to grow. You know what I mean? But anyway, and to communicate with insects, right?
Hmm.
But he got older and he wanted a protege, and he got this guy who was like a thief kind of thing, but he wanted to turn his life around. So you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Anyway, he perfected it, of course, short term, but there's more to it anyway. They say that him and the Iron Man are the ones who are responsible for making Ultron. You know what I mean? That's in the comics. You know what
Mm.
I mean? But Ant Man, he's supposed to be like a scientist, of course. You know what I mean? A bit of a scientist. And with this movie here, the quantum realm, I think the quantum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the wife was in there for a long time, and the last Ant Man they got her out and everything like that, right? So
Hmm.
now they turned on the machine and it brought them in there now and everything. But I don't know what ties with Kang with this, but with Kang, what I know about Kang, he's from the future. There's like all different Kangs. Like Kang
Yeah.
has been an enemy of the Avengers for a long time. He's been trying to go through different times trying to defeat them, and he's been trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? And then after he figured out, let me just get together with all of them, the Kangs. You know what I
Was
mean?
he in the Black Panther like series?
Uh, what the cartoon? I'm not sure.
Swear he might
I
have
know
been.
that he was in the Avengers cartoon. For a
So
little.
besides Ant Man, is there any other like I don't know if DC's doing anything right now because I'm just hearing about Ant Man right now.
Because
If you
that,
look it up, is
yeah.
there any others?
Well, DC, I think later on this year, the Flash supposed to come out, I believe.
Look like they're taking a rest from the heavyweights. Like they're taking a rest. Like blockbuster, blockbuster. Thinking,
Oh, the last well, I don't know. Well, this group for the Guardians of the Galaxy, that's supposed to be coming out this
oh yeah, yeah.
you
They're
know,
gonna go with that kind of space type of galactic characters. Looks like they're starting to do more of
oh,
the
you mean more
Marvel.
the cosmic
Yeah, cosmic. That's what they're doing. It looks like.
cosmic beings. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, I know people say it's Black History Month in February, but since
Yeah.
it is, talking about some black superheroes. Like, I know what's some of your favorite. I know there's Blade. What I know, Black Panther, Storm, Hawkeye.
Mm.
There's a couple, but it's not like we can name like 20 of them. But we know there's a lot, even unknown. Which one is your favorite, or you know of like the most popular one? You think?
What black?
Yeah, black superhero, Marvel, DC. Because
Well, let's see here. Well, they kind of cut it, but I kind of like what was it? Black what was it? The guy with the thunderbolts and
Black
shit.
Thunder,
No, it wasn't Black Thunder. It was Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. Yeah, you're right. Black
Really too
Lightning. They
bad.
had a
That show
series.
wasn't too bad. I liked it. I was tuning in.
So
You know,
what's his character about?
he's like a meta. They in DC they don't call them mutants. They call them
No.
meta humans. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? They don't use mutant because mutant is used in Marvel. So
Yeah.
they say meta humans.
So like his power is what? Thunder,
No, electricity.
electricity.
Yeah.
Ah, what's his villain? What's the villains for him?
I'm not really too familiar with his
See?
villain stuff.
So okay, a well-known black superhero, Blade, but Blade is kind of
Blade,
like uh, he don't give a damn. He don't care.
Blade is Blade, man. He's almost like to me, like he's like an anti-hero in a sense, a bit
Mhm.
like the Punisher, a bit like, but he's just about getting the vampires, really.
There's a new one coming out.
Hmm?
Gonna be coming out, a new
Mhm.
Blade. And I think they used the guy from one of 50 Cent. Is it 50 Cent's Power Show? Show? I'm trying to think.
Same
No,
guy, the same guy who was I forget, I don't know his name, but
Luke Cage. I think it was in the Luke Cage
Cage.
series.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I know. I don't know his name. I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's
So
supposed to be playing Blade.
what do you think? They're gonna start it over, or they're gonna continue?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna revamp it or not. You get what I'm saying?
But that's one of the best, if you
In
want to say
fact,
Marvel
that's one of
series.
the ones who brought Marvel on, like really on, like to,
The Blade.
to today. You know what
Blade.
I mean? Because it was the blockbuster back in the day.
You see that? It was Blade, black superhero who
Believe it or
basically.
not, there was shit what came out before Blade.
I know that, but what you're saying there is basically that's big news. That Blade made Marvel big in the movies.
Yeah, because there were three of them what came out.
See, so respect to Wesley Snipes and Blade. A black character made
Yeah,
Hollywood recognize Marvel even more.
yeah.
They got to do a new one. But Hawkeye,
He's done. He's
I
done.
heard he was created though by he was originally what, a bad guy originally, and then he became a good guy.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I read about it.
Barton. Well, maybe before he became he wasn't an Avenger before. He was
No,
part of the Shield.
yeah, but
What
before when he was,
how the
I,
Shield works? How the Shield works? They would rather get like, okay, high say if it's certain mutant or a certain high profile criminal, and
Mm,
they say, yo, their skills would be wasted being in prison. You get what I mean? So why don't we give them a chance on working
yeah.
with the government? You get what I'm saying?
Uh,
So
uh, uh,
that's how they do with the Shield program as
so
well.
he was with Shield then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isn't it funny? Now let's talk about
The
some of the
Shield
characters.
agent, him and Black Widow, and them two, they decided to say, yo, they didn't so like the politics at the same time, but at the same time, Shield say, yo, we want you guys to be, yeah, you could go with the Avengers, but be our eyes and ears kind of thing, like
Oh, like a spy.
yeah,
Yo, isn't it funny how they changed the character's race? Like some of the characters, like for example,
Nick
uh,
Fury.
Kingpin and Nick Fury. Like Nick Fury was white most of the time, right? In the comics.
Believe it or not, there was a Nick Fury movie back in the day with
But
David Hasselhoff.
oh, he played him. Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
not a
wasn't too
lot of people know
successful.
that.
But isn't the okay in the comics? He's white.
And later on in the years, the first Punisher movie with Dolphin Lundgren,
Yeah.
that was the original Punisher movie,
See, those were movies what came but never got really big.
but
But
they were a part of Marvel.
that's true. But
I,
why you think?
that's
Why you
what
think?
I'm saying.
Why you think they changed the character to black? Nick Fury. That's Samuel Jackson. They changed them to black.
Yeah, and in speaking of that, the series Invasion, the Invasion, that's coming out. Secret Invasion,
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
that's coming out. That series is coming out. He's the Scrolls.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing.
even the Kingpin they changed for the movies.
The
Remember?
Kingpin. Oh, what you mean the old Daredevil movie when he made
Yeah,
it black?
made him black,
Yeah.
and Nick Fury's black now.
Yeah, but the new Daredevil with the Kingpin is white. No,
See, you see how they change it up. I'm just saying how they change it up.
because he's
And
originally white guy.
so, what do you think about the Spider-Man series? Right, like the Spider-Man series. I fell out of that series, man,
And
because
what you mean? You mean the movie?
yeah, the whole movie series,
God, man.
they're killing it.
Listen here, man. Listen here. The in Marvel and DC, my two favorite characters, they've been killing it. Okay,
Mm,
the Batman is the favorite of mine.
yeah,
Spider Man is the favorite of mine of Marvel. You know what I'm saying? And they changed them up so many times.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like, why do we have to do that all the time? Like, go with, like, like
Do you think?
I know that you have to go with somebody for a period of time, but come on, man, they didn't have to change it up that many times.
Do you think it's the politics of the different companies?
Yeah, it has to do with that too, a lot.
Like Marvel is working with Sony. They work, and
Yeah,
after
all of that
then
shit, all of that.
these people own this and these people own that. That's why the stories are mixed up.
Well, to be honest, like I don't understand this part. Like, if the comics are with Marvel, right, and the writers and all of that got paid by Marvel, right,
Mm.
then why can't you just take the stories from the comics?
It makes it easy, more easier.
Like, I mean, fully. Like,
My thing, maybe they have to pay the people who
no,
made
no,
the
no. Did you
stories.
hear what I just said? It's already under Marvel.
Mm.
You understand? All the rights are Marvel already.
That's true. Disney owns Marvel basically now.
Okay. So that means everything under Marvel, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
It's,
what the
it's like they
fuck?
sold some characters.
That's what I'm gonna understand, man. Like, certain stories are like when it whatever. Like, that's why the certain critics who are like, I say this. You see, most of the fans are a lot of comic readers too. All right. So
Mm.
when you don't get the movies right, they bitch and complain online. Okay, straight up, goods, and they're like saying, "What the hell is this garbage?" You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because they
Remember,
still have.
remember
Uh,
this. Remember this. They're the ones who are paying. Okay, and I'm
mm,
not talking about one or two. May I talk about enough of them around the world.
Hmm.
All right. So shouldn't you please them if they're the ones who are keeping you on afloat?
They're hoping a new generation just makes the money for them.
No, 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 no. Listen here, man. Listen to me what man say. They're getting old. They're getting the new. They're getting the future. You get what I mean?
Mm.
This- like you're getting almost all of it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
like like I don't understand this shit sometimes, man. Stick to the blood clot story and done. That's the way me look at it. You know what I'm
What
saying?
about what about the Punisher? They've done a couple Punishers.
Punisher is one of my favorite too, but them in like I said, like, once again, they always like to change him up all the time. Different Punisher movies. But
Mm.
this time they finally got it right with the series. I like this guy. I actually like this guy.
Yeah, I like the series. I love the
I
series.
like the series. They got it right. But the only thing is, are if for the next Punisher, are they gonna make it PG or are they gonna make it violent? Because you can't make the Punisher PG or the
Mm.
Punisher is all about violence, yo. You
It's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
It's true. Hmm. I heard Transformers was
Yeah, there's gonna be another Transformer movie soon.
wasn't that DC? I used to see comics
Oh,
of it.
no, it was Hasbro, and Hasbro was, I think, was association with Marvel. They had a Marvel
Mm.
association for a little while. I remember back in the day. It
A
wasn't
lot of
the
people, a lot of people don't know about that. It was in the comics.
yeah. There was like even a combo of of GI Joe with the Transformers, Cobra
Yeah.
with Decepticons and GI Joes with the Autobots.
So the other night I watched finally the Black Panther, the second one. I liked it kind of. I liked it.
Yeah, yeah, I
And I
seen it.
see where they're going with that with the son, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you think they're gonna bring it back like that in the future, like he's older?
They're not. I don't know yet, but right now I think they're working with the. You see how they had the blue suits. I think they're gonna do some series with the Akoya. What I don't know, the soldier them. I think that's the rumor I hear they want to do
Mm,
like that. Yeah.
yeah, man. So let's get back to like, do you think like Luke Cage? You notice that the hip hop was very
Oh
influential on
man,
it.
I love Luke Cage, man. They influenced a lot of hip hop in it.
So you think they should do more of that? Put the
Hell
hip hop.
yeah, man.
It's a
Influence
good
a lot of hip
marriage.
hop in the things, man. Because hip hop is all over the world right now, man. You got to do that.
And it goes with the a lot of the time the scenes when they're fighting and stuff, the
Yeah,
music.
of course, of
So
course, of
I
course.
think I think Marvel should get make RZA direct one of their movies, man.
That
If
would
it's
be
gonna be
dope.
a rated R version, because they have like a rated R type style movies now, or close to that. I
Yeah,
think they should make more hip hop theme, kind of blended up, blend it more with the comics, DC or Marvel.
yeah,
DC Marvel is smart to get RZA.
yeah. True, but at the same time, you have to realize something. You see, when they want to get a certain name and all of that. See, the thing is, oh, it's Marvel. Oh, that means that they're gonna negotiate,
Money. Mm.
and then you probably you thinking what it is. You know what I mean?
I hear about Rock talking about he wants to do some more roles, some superhero roles.
Well, I hear say you want to jump to Marvel.
He sees the money. He's probably knows something about some of the money. What's going on with the two, DC and Marvel bidding war over him. A bidding war.
And I don't know, man. A lot of shit's going down, man.
What do
People
you think
want.
he wants? He wants to go over to Marvel to play some character.
I don't know what character he would play though. He did sort of did a character back in the day was Hercules.
What is
Hercules,
Hercules part of any?
Hercules was
Um,
part of Marvel.
Hercules is Marvel.
Yeah,
Yo, I never knew that. That's a big gem he just
this
dropped
is a
there.
part of the Avengers.
They don't promote Hercules.
No,
I never see them promote Hercules. They have
no,
Thor. They have
yeah,
Thor.
yeah,
They promote Thor, but
Yeah,
not no Hercules. So
Hercules.
what's is his story the same? Hercules?
I'm not really too sure. I just know that he's the son of Zeus.
So wait a minute. Who's Thor? Who's Thor's the son of who?
Odin.
Those are they related? The stories?
Odin and Zeus, two different gods.
But interesting, interesting. If you were to pick, so you would say,
There's the nine realms, right? You
so
know,
what you say? What you say? Rock would play good, He Man?
huh? Not He Man.
Oh, messed up. Hercules. He Man copied Hercules. I was thinking the watching that similarity. He Man, remember He Man?
Yeah.
That was a bite off of Hercules.
Nah,
No.
nah. Well, maybe, but that was more. What did I hear? Was it Bite? I don't know. I heard something with Conan.
Oh, it's more like Conan. Okay, Conan had a comic.
Yeah, Conan had a. I think Conan was under Marvel.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen something like that. Conan was maybe under Marvel. One of them is under Marvel.
I think
So
Conan.
what you think about the effects now for these movies? Because remember back in the days, like the old Batman and some of these.
Well, this is the times to do it now. These are the times to do it now. They couldn't do all this shit back in the day. They couldn't do all of this stuff. Like down to the Flash series. I still watch the Flash series, which is the last season,
Mm,
season 9. They couldn't do all of this stuff. Like they had a Flash series in the 90s. It was
mm,
okay. The effects was all right, but it wasn't
mm.
to Paul. You know what I'm saying? So like now they could do everything. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
You know, I'm gonna put an idea out there, which would probably be big. It'll be a competition thing. You see, if Marvel and DC developed a wrestling league, and you
Mm.
know how they had lucha in Mexico, how they
Oh,
that's
all the
big part of
matches.
the culture,
Yeah.
and they made characters out of Marvel or DC, and they had a wrestling league,
Mm. Mm.
it would beat out probably WWE
Mm.
because of the concept. It's like theater,
Mm.
theater, but wrestling, like real physical. So you could wear all the mask, all the makeup, all you want. You could
Mm.
go out with all the smoke, all the effects you want, but you have a ring where you
Yeah.
see them perform. So it's like a stage, and it's the comic.
Mm.
So you get. I mean, you could have 4-on-4. It could be tag team. It could be. Trust me, it'd work. I know people would watch it.
Mm.
Wrestling with Marvel or DC characters.
Yeah.
With our managers, female, men. Trust me, people are not thinking. So what do you think about the Matrix? I'm hearing about the Matrix is coming.
Oh, another Matrix?
Yeah, it's supposed to come.
And not another one, man.
Or did it? It didn't end, did it?
Last one was shit, man.
But check this: the Terminator and the Matrix is basically the same thing.
Almost the same thing.
It's the same
I
creator.
huh?
You know, it's the same. This Black History. It's the same creator. It was created by a black woman.
Okay.
Now she's starting to get known because of the internet. I used to hear about this years ago. If you were to look it up on your phone, I don't remember her name, but she wrote books. She was writing books a long time ago, I guess from the 70s. Look at the names, what's used in the Matrix, Zion and all that, right?
Mm.
Neo and like how the name is, right? Babylon,
Mm-hmm.
right? She wrote the books of Terminator and the Matrix. It was a series,
Mm.
and it connects a lot. It makes sense. A lot of the stories make sense. It's connected. If
Mm.
you do your research on the Terminator and the Matrix, it's the same thing.
Mm.
The Terminator's the beginning,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And I think Neo, correct me if I'm wrong, if Neo's supposed to be when them the boy there. Somewhere you got to check it out. But I know there's a black lady from a long time from the 70s. They took her story and made money off of it, and they
Mm.
had to pay her near 200 million a
Mm.
couple years ago. I think
Mm.
she got over 200 million dollars
Yeah.
for her story. She has more stories too. There's more of it. That's why they're continuing it. A lot
Mm.
of people don't know about that. Yeah, that's if people want to know about Black history, That's Black history. A black woman created the Terminator, the Matrix. It was like a book, a series book. They took it and made it into a movie in the 80s. And after then, later on, what? The Matrix came out. I don't know the year exactly, but like early 2000s, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the concept of the Matrix is going on right now. What do you know about? Did you like the Matrix series?
Yeah, of course. It was good at the first the first one. First one and two it was good. Then after I'm like, so what the fuck they on doing afterwards? Like,
All right, that one I felt the Matrix too. You're right. The same thing.
huh?
Same thing. Same thing. One and two, and then it started to go
Yeah,
somewhere else.
the last one was not good, man.
One of my favorite characters is the Batman. I have to admit, like what you're saying, the Batman.
Oh
Because the
yeah.
Batman is a real man, but he's intelligent. He has his base, he has
Mhm.
money,
Mhm.
and he has a disguise,
Mhm.
and he's networking still. He still has a business.
That's right.
He's a billionaire.
That's right.
So that it makes sense. Only a billionaire could afford
Yeah,
weapons,
that's right. Like
could
that
afford to
makes
hide.
sense.
See, they're putting a message in there. You have to have money to do what he does.
You could still be a vigilante, but you wouldn't have the high tech shit.
Hmm That's why he's successful at it. This is this rich guy. They would call that a psycho who thirsts to take out people who are doing negative, what they call quote unquote negative things in society, selling drugs, killing people. So he is doing what the government licensed officers kind of to do, but he's doing like that's what he's doing. He's playing the law.
Hmm.
He's putting his law down.
That's right.
It's like the Punisher, but Punisher is just more
That's right.
crazy.
Hmm.
The Batman. What do you rate the Batman series?
Huh?
What do you rate the Batman series?
You
The
mean
whole
movie?
movies, the movies of the Batman,
Well, it depends on which ones, though.
2000s.
Huh?
How much movies does Batman have?
Well, like I said, there's from the time when they well, okay, well, back in the day they had the 60s, whatever.
Okay,
Even
wait.
before that, they had like they had the 1940s.
Oh
Then
shit,
after,
you went way back. You went way back.
so you know what I mean. So
But you never
Bale is
watched
for
those.
me. Bale is for me though.
Hmm
Yeah,
The
Christian
last
Bale.
guy. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
he,
that's Batman for me.
yeah, yeah. He played Batman the best, I think.
Hmm.
I hope they continue with him. If they
No,
do,
they're done with him, man.
money, money.
They're done with him, man.
So, yo, man, we've been doing a lot recently. Season 6. The
Yes,
people,
six. We still in the mix, man.
we're doing all different type of content as a podcast. Like we're doing movies, we're doing comics, we're doing music, we're doing businesses,
Doesn't stop,
entrepreneurs.
man. Right now, I'm in the middle of another edit right now, man, for
Mm,
another event.
we watched a recent series, 50 Cents. Now that we're talking
Oh
about it,
yeah, man. Good.
BMF. What do you
BMF
think about the whole BMF so far? I
good,
watched it
and
too.
it's good. A good show, man. Can't complain. Rate it good.
Yeah, season 1 and 2. I watched it.
Yeah, man. But now
Yeah,
the Wu series about to start.
the second season.
Yeah, no, this is the third season.
Yo, I have to watch the first. Now that you remind me, I'm gonna
You're
binge and watch
behind,
both.
man.
I watched some of it. I have to watch the
You
whole
the
thing.
last season.
Hmm You watch 1 and 2.
Yeah, of course.
If you had to rate it as a bio documentary, whatever biopic series, how much would you rate that series right now?
No, it's the full man, full amount, man. It's good, good series, man. Can't lie.
That one and BMF right now.
Both good, both good series, man. Next one, what is it? I don't know if you watched Snowfall.
Heard of
Snowfall,
it? Heard of
Snowfall's
it?
good, man. I think they're doing the last season, Snowfall, and then after. There's Godfather of Harlem. That
Hmm.
one's good
Yeah, I
too.
was watching that. I started to watch that. I like it. I
Godfather
finished
of
that.
Harlem is good. That
Hmm.
one's good. I like
I'm,
that.
I gotta finish it.
Yeah,
It's good. Now
yeah.
that he's telling
Forest
me.
Whitaker. Yeah, man. Forest Whitaker in it, man. Forest
Hmm.
Whitaker. Yeah, can't go wrong with that series, man. Yeah.
So yo, people, you have to subscribe, man. We're gonna have more content like this, right? We'll probably do a part two about the Woo. We
Woo.
want to do some more hip hop heroes too.
Yeah, boy. You don't know,
Hmm.
man. For sure, for sure.
Like Nas, we're gonna do something on Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do down to earth bios of hip hop artists and artists. Bob Marley, all different type of artists. We're gonna be talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we listen to all types of music. Sizzler, we'll even do a Sizzler one too. People like that. So yo, what do you have to say, Rastafari Samurai?
Not much, man. It's pretty much everything's said and done for now, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some more events be coming up, for the winter here, and hopefully more be coming for the summer and all of that. You know what I mean? We're just keeping strong all along. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're in season 6. We're still in the mix. Just because we don't have all the time a guest online doesn't mean we're not in season 6. We're out on the road, so that's a part of season 6. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like, we still in the mix. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Regardless. Season 6 is still in the mix,
Yeah.
man.
Season 6, we're in the mix. Subscribe to D2E. You know,
Mhm. No,
support the
man.
channel, support the movement out there. Subscribe. Bless up.
Yeah, man. But before we go, as always, I always say this, man. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Seen, you done know. Please
Sean Myrie,
subscribe.
bless
You
up.
done know to all our channels, IG, YouTube, you know, all of it.
Apple
Apple
Podcasts,
Music,
Spotify
all of it. You don't know,
Podcasts.
people.
Listen.
Yeah, man. We
Bless
signing
up.
out just now.
D2E.